So then, because my house went from 360 down about 200K in value.
Wow.
And so I was like, okay. So all the money we put down is gone.
All right, about the emotional side of losing a home and then how to move forward from that. This is close to our hearts because we've actually both experienced this. Chris, let's just talk about what you experienced with you and your family and how you overcame and learned from all of that.
To go back, it was 2005. We were in that rush, the buyer's market rush,
Yeah.
or seller's market rush, whatever. It was craziness. Like everyone could buy a house. And then we bought a house out in Orange Park and we spent 360 on the house.
Okay.
Plus, it was a perfect house.
Sure.
And then just one day, all of a sudden the market just crashed. We lost about 100K on that house.
Wow.
Right off the top of money just gone.
Yeah.
Money you saved up to put in the house just gone. And so after that, I'm at home watching TV. Back in the day when there wasn't so many internet ads, watching TV. And then Obama had put out some program to help people in distress. I can't remember the name of the program. And I applied for it, but I wasn't able to get it. And so part of you're upset because you paid so much for a house and then the value just dropped. So all the money we put down is gone. It didn't feel like it makes sense to keep this house just for financial reasons. And so then I saw this ad on TV saying, if you're behind on payments and all this other stuff, then reach out to this lawyer. I called the lawyer. He's like, just don't do anything. I'll have my real estate agent contact you. And the next thing I know, I'm just signing some paperwork and we short sale the house. Now that was a little stressful because I didn't realize at the time when you short sell a house, it makes you a cash-based person because now your credit just tanked.
Sure.
And so my credit card goes from like $10,000 like credit down to like you can borrow $500 in a credit card.
Wow.
And you can't get a Target card. You can't get that time there were Sears. You can't get a Sears card. Walmart didn't have any. But the point was that my credit went down,
Yeah.
like just completely down. I think it was like in the 500, something like that. And so I got to figure this out. Now I'm a cash-based person because now whatever I use my debit card for everything, no credit. So it took like a good 4 years before I could apply for a Target card again. So that was just like, it taught me a lot. One, just be careful when you buy a house. Unless it's your forever home, don't put all that money in there because I'm not saying things don't change, but you never know market change.
Yeah.
You saw that with COVID and things just skyrocketing in pricing where it's the opposite side. So I just learned don't put so much money in my house. And then it taught me how to live cash based.
So just backing up a little bit, you said you were behind on payments. Was that because of a loss of job, a sickness? Was there something going on?
I was in the automotive industry at that time. And then we had an issue when the tsunami hit, because then being in the automotive business, all the cars from Japan, I worked for a Japanese company, the production just stopped. And so then now I'm not getting a paycheck. And then the yen rate was going bad. So then yen to dollar it was a mess as far as money wise.
So the income stopped coming in
Yeah.
and return put you behind on your mortgage.
Yes. Yeah, because the best, and I started Googling on my own, like bank in lieu of foreclosure type of stuff.
Yeah, bad move.
I didn't know what anything was. So again, I just looked at I had the ad that came on late at night. I'm like, okay, let me just call this lawyer and see what happens. And I know I didn't want to do foreclosure. I'm like, man, this doesn't make sense. And I wasn't good at making payments on everything and they're behind. And then now it's just the market crash, work's not going well. Like it all started hitting one time.
That's a super overwhelming, scary place to be. Absolutely. And so based off of your situation, because every situation is different, and what you owed on the house in the current market, for you at that time, the best out was a short sale.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your story. We appreciate it. Sure.
Yeah. It was the main thing, you got to reach out for help. I was trying to figure out my own and looking online. I got to find someone who can help me out. And a lawyer helped me, got it done quickly. It was a very stressful situation and not knowing where to go.
And if you are over $100,000 in behind in the hole, a short sale is the best case scenario to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
So happy to see over time that you guys bounced back and now you have a great house and y'all are in a much better place.
For sure.
Yes. So thank you for sharing because that is not an easy thing to go through or talk about. Once again, this is why we have started this channel for you guys to just see the options that you have, the options that are out there, and to not let your house go. Don't walk away from it. There are plenty of options that are way better for you.
I think the main thing was doing the short sale after doing the research also. You don't want to do foreclosure because at that time my kids were little. I don't want to be like stuck without a house for the next 7 years if I do a foreclosure. So I didn't want to do the foreclosure for sure.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to try bankruptcy. I looked at it, but I didn't want to try that route. Like I said, the short sale was the best option for me at the time. Take myself out of my stress and my emotional state for a second. Be like, okay, what do you want to do in the future? What's the quickest way to recover from this?
Yeah.
Because if you just do the foreclosure or you just walk away and just don't do anything, you're hurting yourself in the future, and then it's going to be harder when you want the next opportunity to come around.
Yeah, because bankruptcy and foreclosure are they're gonna hit your credit for 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And a short sale actually shows on your credit a settlement of debt.
Okay.
So it doesn't hurt as bad for moving forward to find a new place for you and your family to rent for a year or two before you try to buy another house.
Yeah, and so it does require a mindset shift for sure, because you are stressed because you can't make the mortgage payments, of course, and all your credit card bills go up. I was getting call after call from everyone saying money due, and you're like, I don't have anything. So it is pretty hard thing to go through.
Yeah, because when you're behind on one thing, it's then a snowball effect.
Yeah.
If you're not able to pay your mortgage, you surely can't keep up with the car payment and all the other bills. So you feel buried. It's definitely a hard place to be. But the great news is that there's ways to get out of it. Like you said, you just have to take action, make a decision, reach out to a lending hand, and move forward.
Now, have you had any experience with that, or anybody in your family?
So someone very close to me experienced their house going to foreclosure and losing everything. And it was heartbreaking when I found out years later, because they were so overwhelmed and stressed during that situation that they didn't want to talk about it to anybody. So there was nothing we could do to help because we didn't know what was going on. And there was lots of equity in the home. And because they didn't feel like facing it and dealing with it, they just took off and left it. And the house went to auction and they lost all their money that was in the house. It's so hard when people you love don't reach out for help when they're going through something like this. But I just want you guys to know I am definitely here for y'all. I would love to help, and please reach out. I just think it's very important to know to persevere and overcome these challenges, because you are able, and there are so many possibilities and so much help out there to allow you to do that.
Yeah, because for sure you don't want to just lose your house. You don't want to just put your head in the sand. We had the other video talk about different ways to save your house from foreclosure. So if you just feel like you have to let someone know what's going on, and we can find different ways to save your home. You want to make sure you reach out, figure out the best steps for you and your family, and then just go forward with a positive mindset that we can make things happen and turn things around for you.
Absolutely. If you are struggling or know somebody that is struggling and can't afford to make their house payments and they end up in pre-foreclosure, we are here to help. Hi, I'm Kady and I help homeowners fight foreclosure. We have many ways of stopping the foreclosure, negotiating with banks, and pointing you in the right direction. Please reach out today, call or text. We are here to help you guys, and we do not want to see you lose your home.